Hey you guys, it's Dani, and today we are doing the Pagan Otherworlds Tarot for our walkthrough Wednesday. As usual, stay tuned after the walkthrough for our midweek reading, and if you're looking to find me, make sure that you click subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you can see all the videos that I'm posting. But you can also check out my description below where you can find me on Instagram, email, my Etsy, where you can book a personal reading, and all kinds of other stuff below. So I will see you guys on the other side. So here we have the Pagan Otherworlds Tarot. It comes in a really nice tuck box. It has its own special stickers on here. It's printed on the inside. It actually is held up quite nicely considering the fact that I take it all over. So you can notice my book is a little beat up because I've had it around with me for quite a while. But it is a really nice guidebook. It has some great stories in it. There are no spreads, no extras really, but a really nice guidebook nonetheless. They are just a little bit bigger than standard tarot size. Again, a little taller, and I'm a huge fan of that. So on to the cards themselves. This artwork is stunning. There's really not another word for it. It is so well done. Everything looks almost like a Renaissance painting, and I think that's what drew me in originally to this, because it looks like something that's been in the world for hundreds of years. And just the way that it's set, it's almost a Marseille style with a hint of RWS in there, simply because there are little Easter eggs, if you will, in the backgrounds and suggestions throughout this deck that kind of hint towards the Rider-Waite meaning. Some of them, like you just saw, the Four of Wands, the Six of Wands, look very similar in style. So I really do appreciate that. The court cards are gorgeous. They're beautiful to print. They're on a really nice linen finish. As far as the cardstock goes, they're super amazing. They're definitely my faves, if you can't tell. So another thing that's really great about this is just the muted colors. Nothing is super in your face. I feel like that brings a very calming feel to this deck that I really do appreciate, because some can be quite jarring, some can be very chaotic, but this has just a super calm feel to it, and it does feel very pagan. Our court cards, our majors, are really intense. Then we get extra cards. So as you can see, we have these moon cards and then the Seeker, which is gorgeous. Absolutely love it. So speaking of the cardstock, you will hear this is like butter. It shuffles really easily, whether you overhand or if you riffle shuffle. Either way, it is perfection, at least to me. And there are the backs. On to my favorite cards. So here we have the Fool. I love the bells around his waist, kind of like, hey world, here I come. Again, very much an iconic Fool with the rose and the dog and his little backpack on his shoulder. For my court card, I chose the Page of Wands. I love this page because he's blindfolded, and I feel like having that almost like blind mentality, like I'm gonna use my other senses to find my way because I'm so determined. I really love that. And then for my minors, I chose the Ace of Pentacles because I love the art. It is beautiful. I love the pentacles that are throughout the deck, and then to have these roses and flowers all around just really is beautiful. So those are my favorites for the Pagan Otherworlds Tarot. So to end out this week, let's go ahead and pull a few cards to see what we need to keep in mind as we finish this week. Oh, that was loud. I'm sorry, y'all. We have the Four of Cups. We also have the Seven of Wands. You know, right off the bat, I feel like sometimes powering through the things that we don't necessarily think, how do I put it, like, we don't really think that we want, or like in the moment we don't feel like doing, we don't want this, like the feeling. It's midweek, we all know that feeling, right? But sometimes when we can power through this, when we can work through this, I feel like we can come out a lot better on the other side. I feel like with this Seven of Wands, it almost feels as though, how do I describe it? It's almost like an accomplishment through the strife, if that makes any sense. Like, it just feels like working through this feeling is going to be worth it. So, I mean, perfect example, I've been working through a bunch of different stuff this week, and it's like I start in the morning and I'm just like, I'm over it. I can't. I don't want to. I just want to be back in bed. I want to rest. I want to sit around. Any excuse in the book, right? Meh. That's how you feeling. But it's like once you push through and you get to the end of your task and you complete something, it's just like, it's done. It's not weighing on you. It's not heavy anymore. It's not in the back of your mind saying, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Or you should be, you should be, you should be. You know what I mean? Getting through that, working through it, getting it done. I think that's where we have to be for the end of the week. Like, even if there's stuff that we don't want to do, we don't feel like doing, we don't feel capable, we don't have the energy, I feel like pushing through that at the end of this week is really going to be beneficial. That's what I'm getting from these cards today. It's like we really just, once you push through, everything will be so much better. It's one step closer to being done. It might be completely done, and then you can wipe that off your plate. So let's focus on that for the end of the week, and I will see you guys very soon. I'm sending you all my love. Later, Gators.